Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of TeacherCast. My name is Jeff Bradbury, and I am so excited to have you here today. Today, we're going to be talking all about the state of education, and I have a fantastic guest on today. He is not only a thought leader in the world of educational technology, but he is the CEO of PowerSchool. I want to bring on my good friend, Mr. Hardeep Gulati. Hardeep, how are you today? Welcome to TeacherCast.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate always being on your show.
It is so great to see you. There's so many things going on in education. You know, in preparing for today, I was thinking that the last time you and I spoke was at ISTE 2018. The world is completely different. PowerSchool is completely different. What's been going on these days? What is happening at PowerSchool?
Jeff, as you know, this has been a very transformative time for K-12 education. Districts not only had to figure out how to keep the learning going, they also had to deal with all the disruptions in their operations, as well as a significant teacher shortfall in terms of as their teachers are going through the burnout themselves. One of the big things, what we have been able to do is really provide support to districts in their full digital transformation journey. Look, not just modernizing classroom, through our Schoology LMS, we almost added 5 million more students to our platform to help districts with their classrooms to be hybrid, in-person, as well as virtual. But we also have seen tremendous demand of our analytics, our assessment solutions, as well as the back office, things like professional development for teachers, so we can help districts understand where the students are and also provide the support to the teachers. I'm also proud that our team has been growing. We have now almost 3,000. That allows us to give us the scale to be able to really support districts of all shapes and sizes throughout North America and globally.
Hardeep, it is so great to see everything that's been happening at PowerSchool, especially over the last few years. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about 2022. What are your predictions for what education is going to look like over the next few months?
Yeah, kind of what we were touching upon, Jeff, earlier, is when you look at from where the students are, we are seeing districts are needing more tools as well as insights so they can provide the right support based on where the students are. They're seeing significant challenges around engaging the students. They're seeing issues around chronic absentees, as well as being able to understand and accelerate learning for the students who may not have had to deal with some of the disruptions over the last few years. But as I mentioned, it's just not a student learning problem. It's also supporting in our educators. How do we make sure that burnout and as well as the tools available to the teachers are more effective so we can provide the support? We've already seen some of the crisis of epic proportion in terms of the amount of shortage we're seeing with teachers, and that might only get worse. What we're seeing with the districts is that how we provide them tools around the entire aspects of not just the student life cycle, but teacher support as well. As you know, we are unique in that we are the only technology which actually brings the entire classroom technology along with teacher talent management, build on a whole platform of supporting administration, kind of the 3 pillars districts need, really connecting them in bringing the system of intelligence across the entire aspects. So we're working with districts across the entire spectrum of their need to support the teachers as well as with the students as well.
You're certainly right about that. You know, thousands of educators out there are using PowerSchool not only in their classrooms, but also to communicate with teachers, students, and importantly, parents. Today, I'm excited. You have a very big announcement. I'm happy to share it with everybody, but why don't you tell us a little bit about what your announcement is today?
Yeah, we are very excited about announcing the acquisition and getting into a definitive agreement with Kinvolved, which is one of an emerging and modern technologies in communication platform for K through 12 districts. Even though they are emerging, they already have more than 250,000 students, but actually almost 3 of the top 5 school districts in North America using them in terms of helping them not just manage the mass communication, but also a two-way communication between students, teachers, and parents, but then also being able to provide the intervention support to help them drive better attendance and engagement. So it's very exciting to bring the entire Kinvolved team to the PowerSchool family. And this is going to be remarkable, not just for Kinvolved customer, but all PowerSchool customers, having the ability now to have all these capabilities right embedded into the PowerSchool solutions.
Talk to us a little bit about that relationship between Kinvolved and PowerSchool. What is that going to look like for the end user?
Yeah, we've been actually a partner with them since 2019. And we have some of the great work done to really integrate our PowerSchool SIS solution, student information system, with the Kinvolved messaging platform, both the mass communication as well as the two-way, but also through the attendance management as well. One of the great opportunities for us is to actually bring that capabilities, not only embedded, but actually seamless into the rest of the PowerSchool technology, like our Schoology learning management platform. So not only the collaboration can happen for attendance and mass notification, but actually can happen in a collaborative way in the classroom. There's studies which have shown if you actually engage with the student and families more effectively, that directly translates to better learning outcomes. But then more importantly, it's also providing the support to understand if the kids are not engaged, how do you go reach out to them and more effectively? One of the exciting things about Kinvolved is the equitable access. The support for almost 80 plus languages around this messaging gives districts this unique opportunity to really reach out to every student and family in their native language to be able to really engage the entire district.
I've had an opportunity to use PowerSchool not only as a teacher, as a coach, but also as a parent myself. What is this going to look like from the parent point of view? How can they be excited about all the great things that are happening at PowerSchool?
Well, great, Jeff. Always great to be talking to the PowerSchool user as well as an educator. In your case, one of the exciting things about as we were talking about PowerSchool is that we are a unique platform that brings all aspects of student system along with their classroom tools, their assessment, their special needs, their enrollment, all in one system. And as you know, as a parent, you have to deal with a lot of different technology to truly understand where the students are. In fact, less than 25% of the parents can actually tell where their students are in terms of the learning gains or different learning standards. And what we're trying to do is really bring parents into that, which have directly shown an increased in student outcomes by bringing parents into the equation. Kinvolved two-way messaging technology allows us to really bring all aspects of the communication in a more seamless way so we can reach every parent more effectively across the variety of all the use cases that exist in K-12. This has been one of the top demands for our districts for many years as they've been looking at how to bring more modern technology and collaboration. And we are very excited of bringing Kinvolved into the entire PowerSchool family.
So we know a little bit about the excitement that we're going to have in the classrooms. We know about the excitement we're going to have at home using this. Talk a little bit about this from PowerSchool's point of view. Why is now the right time to acquire an amazing company like Kinvolved?
You know, it has been already, as I mentioned, one of the top areas for focus for our districts. But in the pandemic, we have seen things only get worse when it comes to engagement. In fact, chronic absentees, which is measured as if kids are missing more than 10% attendance, is regarded as chronic absentees. In some districts, that is as high as 40%. Now that you can imagine what's required is to not only able to effectively communicate to see where the kids are, but actually provide the districts with those automated intervention support so that they can reach out and bring the students back into that learning into the classrooms. One of the big challenges districts are seeing is there's almost 10 billion plus of loss in funding because of having not the attendance. So not only this actually helps improve student outcome, it actually improves the funding for districts so they can provide better support for educators as well as the community. Bringing this into the PowerSchool family, given the amount of exciting new innovation Kinvolved has built over the last couple of years, we're really excited to bring this into the PowerSchool so that we can really tie this into our entire unified platform, not just into the PowerSchool SIS as we've already been doing, but into a learning management, into special education, into enrollment, into our Naviance college career life readiness solutions, as well as the broader teacher development. So we can really address the entire collaboration and communication aspects across the entire education ecosystem.
One of the things that I know that PowerSchool is very deeply interested in is making sure that students are in this school learning. Talk to us a little bit about the work you're doing to help increase student engagement in the classrooms, and even if a student is at home, making sure that they're well engaged in what's happening in the learning process.
Yeah, as you know, PowerSchool has been around for more than 2 decades, and a lot of our technologies have been really meaningfully providing better engagement, even prior to the pandemic, just when we are doing within the classroom, allowing technology and blended learning to be more effective, so learning doesn't stop in the classroom. You have not only tools to collaborate with kids on homework, but also really helping them with all different aspects of supplemental stuff that really allows students to learn in a full, comprehensive fashion. We are seeing that even more important over the last couple of years. There's been more awakening of how that needs to be a pervasive, and because not only that prepares districts for dealing with disruptions like what we've seen over the last 2 years, it actually really moves education significantly forward in terms of engagement and collaboration. Tools like Kinvolved, married with our best-in-class technology with our Schoology learning management, our career life readiness solutions with the Naviance, having these all connections made so that's not disparate system, it's more integrated aspects of student learning and outcomes, has been a game changer for districts, because till now they had to rely on multiple systems, and all that created actually even more task and administrative effort for teachers. Having a more unified platform approach like PowerSchool has given an option for districts to not only make these things more seamless experience, seamless login for teachers, for students and parents, so they can really take advantage of all the resource and investment districts are doing, but it actually has helped connect the system of intelligence, has connected the data and insights, so educators and teachers now more effectively all the different multi-tier support that student needs to be provided. Our recent acquisition of our social emotional platform with Kickboard last year has also brought in not just the academic side, but actually the social emotional well-being for the students. So you get a full whole child view about the student. And that has been the top demand from all our customers on districts of all shapes and sizes and even states, so they can provide better support to their entire communities and make sure that the education continues to go on.
Talking today to Hardeep Gulati, the CEO of PowerSchool. And Hardeep, first of all, thank you for coming on the show today and sharing this great announcement and this partnership between PowerSchool and Kinvolved. Before I let you go, I want to focus one last question here on our teachers. You know, our teachers are the backbone of what's happening in our classrooms. And I know PowerSchool has a very strong relationship with teachers in something called the PowerSchool Champions Program. I've been a member of this for the last couple of years. It is a fantastic professional development program. I want to hear from you. Why is it important for PowerSchool to work with teachers so closely, get their feedback, and really provide that one-to-one professional learning that all teachers are looking for these days?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, we're very proud to serve millions of teachers, not just over in North America, but actually globally as well. And as you know, teachers are the center of the entire education ecosystem. It's not only important for us to work with districts to help make sure we are helping districts recruit, onboard, support, provide the right support to the teachers, but it's important to actually improve the quality of life for our teachers. And one of our, always main mission and design principle in bringing all these technologies is how do we actually save more time for teachers? Bringing these tools together, in fact, the reason why some of these modern technologies we are bringing into a more integrated, seamless experience, it actually creates better way for teachers to not waste their time on administrative tasks. We have seen remarkable data that almost more than 50% of teacher time goes in administrative tasks and communication and messaging across dealing with that. The great acquisition today of bringing it, these are kind of things which are helping us create all that administrative task and communication to be more seamless. So that puts a lot more time back on with our teachers, and them being able to be more effective so they can continue to do what they really love, which is about teaching. So we are really proud of our Champions program, and we encourage our teachers to really continue to joining us on through our Champions program, so you can provide us the feedback as well as continue to grow with us and allow us to support you and more effectively.
For more information, check out all the great stuff over on PowerSchool.com. And of course, follow them on Twitter at MyPowerSchool. All the links are going to be on our show notes below. And of course, more information can be found over at TeacherCast.net. Hardeep, thank you for coming on today. Please feel free to come back on anytime and share the great things that are happening at PowerSchool.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
And thank you guys out there for being a part of the TeacherCast Educational Network. For more information, head on over to teachercast.net. And on behalf of everybody here at PowerSchool and TeacherCast, keep up the great work in your classrooms and continue sharing your passions with your students.